Welcome to this lecture on reporting and communicating control findings. In this session, we'll explore how organizations report the results of control evaluations, communicate deficiencies, and ensure that the right people receive actionable insights for decision-making and improvement. Effective reporting and communication are vital components of an internal control system. Even the most thorough audits or assessments lose value if the results aren't clearly communicated and acted upon. The goal of reporting is not just to present findings, it's to drive understanding, accountability, and corrective action. Let's begin by defining control findings. A control finding is any observation that indicates a potential weakness, deficiency, or area for improvement within the control environment. These findings can result from internal audits, external audits, compliance reviews, or continuous monitoring activities. Control findings typically fall into three categories. 1. Deficiencies in control design, where the control doesn't adequately address the risk. 2. Deficiencies in control operation, where the control exists but isn't being performed effectively or consistently. 3. Opportunities for improvement, where controls are functioning but could be enhanced for greater efficiency or coverage. Now let's look at the process of reporting and communicating findings. It generally involves 4 stages: drafting, reviewing, issuing, and following up. Stage 1, drafting the report. After completing control testing, auditors or evaluators document findings in a clear and structured format. What was observed? What should have happened, based on policy, regulation, or standard? Why the issue occurred? The potential or actual impact. How to correct or prevent recurrence. For example, if an approval control failed because a system workflow allowed users to bypass review, the recommendation might be to modify system settings and implement automated approval routing. Reports should be written in plain professional language, avoiding jargon, and focused on facts, not opinions. Findings should be supported by evidence such as documentation, data analysis, or system logs. Stage 2, reviewing the report. Before finalizing, draft reports are reviewed internally and shared with management for validation. This step ensures accuracy, fairness, and completeness. Management has an opportunity to provide context or clarification, such as explaining mitigating factors or ongoing remediation efforts. Collaborative review also helps ensure that recommendations are practical and achievable within operational constraints. Stage 3, issuing the final report. Once validated, the final report is distributed to relevant stakeholders, typically senior management, the audit committee, and process owners. Reports are often tiered by severity to help prioritize attention. High-priority findings may involve significant deficiencies or material weaknesses that require immediate action and board oversight. Medium-priority findings may represent moderate risks needing corrective action within a reasonable time frame. Low-priority findings often highlight process improvements or best practices. The report's executive summary should concisely convey overall control effectiveness, key risks, and management's response. Visual aids such as dashboards or heat maps can enhance understanding, especially for senior leaders. Stage 4, following up on findings. Communication doesn't end when the report is issued. Follow-up is essential to ensure remediation is completed effectively. Many organizations maintain a finding tracker that records each issue, responsible party, target completion date, and progress status. Internal audit or compliance teams periodically verify that corrective actions have been implemented and are operating as intended. Unresolved issues are escalated to senior management or the audit committee until closure. Let's consider a practical example. An internal audit identifies that user access reviews are not performed regularly for critical financial systems. The finding is classified as a high risk, with a recommendation to automate access reviews and conduct quarterly reviews. The report is issued to the CFO and IT director, who commit to implementing changes within 3 months. In the next audit cycle, auditors verify that the new automated process is functioning and close the finding. This structured communication and follow-up ensure lasting control improvement. Tone and delivery also matter when communicating findings. The goal is not to assign blame, but to promote constructive dialogue. Effective auditors frame findings as opportunities to strengthen controls, not as criticisms. This encourages management buy-in and cooperation. Technology can greatly enhance reporting and communication. Governance, risk, and compliance (GRC) systems and audit management tools provide centralized dashboards that track findings, remediation progress, and accountability in real time. Automated notifications ensure deadlines are not missed, and senior management can access up-to-date reports at any time. In summary, effective reporting and communication transform control findings into actionable insights. By documenting issues clearly, validating results, prioritizing actions, and ensuring follow-up, organizations build a culture of transparency and accountability. The ultimate goal is not just to report problems, but to drive meaningful improvements that strengthen governance, compliance, and operational performance. In our next lecture, we'll explore internal control in a global environment, examining how multinational organizations manage controls across diverse cultures, regulations, and operational landscapes. Thank you for joining me in this session on reporting and communicating control findings.